Hello Internet, welcome back, welcome to my channel. My name is Tori, and today I have a non-cruelty free project pan. This is a very long-term project pan of me going through everything in my collection that is still under cruelty. This was started on the 21st of August. My last update was on August 20th of 2019. And I figured now would be a good time to do an update of this to see what I have left going into the new year. This update doesn't technically meet the criteria that I set up for myself in order to post an update, which is normally like 8 to 10 empties, but I felt like it was needed so I know exactly what I have left, what I need to go into the new year with. We're just gonna talk about the previous empties. I do not have some of them in front of me because they're already put somewhere so I can do an end of the year empties video so they're not in their typical spot. But the first thing I used up was a Lorac lipstick in the shade Foodie. It was used up on the 10th of August. I don't remember if this one was in the last update. I watched it, like I skimmed it. Don't think it was in there. So I used it 23 times before it was finished. Overall, at the end, that lipstick was just very melty at the end of its life. Yeah, I would not recommend. And the shade was kind of a concealer lip shade, but it was just too creamy and messy. Not it. Next, I used up the QK eye highlighter. This was used up on the 13th of August. I used it 39 times before it was completely done. That was a nice highlighter. I really worked to get that highlighter done. I ended up finishing so far 3 highlighters this year, and that's a big accomplishment for me because highlighters, blushers, and bronzers are the hardest things for me to pan. So I'm happy I got that out, especially because that was a smaller one and it did have the cruelty with it. So that was very nice. Next, I finished the Maybelline BB cream. This was finished on the 19th of August and that took 19 uses. This straight up expired on me and started breaking me out. I was so close to the end. It probably had maybe 10 to 15 uses left, but I just could not wear it on my face anymore. Next, I finished up a MAC lipstick. I finished up MAC Candy Yum Yum. I don't have the date for this written down. Don't know where I put that, but I used it 42 times. That lipstick, I just wanted done. I felt like it was turning on, it was gonna be 5 years old this Christmas. I'm pretty sure I got it in 2014. It was the first ever MAC lipstick I got and one of the first ever really high-end lipsticks I got. So I'm very happy that that is now done. Do I miss it? Maybe. I don't miss the formula. There's better formulas that are even cheaper now. But that color was a nice color, so I will eventually get probably a liquid matte dupe of that shade. But now, the most recent empty that I actually can show you. I finished off the Wet n Wild Lash Renegade in Brazen Black. This was finished on the 7th of December. Now, I thought I liked this. I really liked the amethyst formula that I used up in the previous update, but this one kind of sucked. There wasn't enough product in it. Like, they didn't fill it all the way, and you could tell that when I first opened it. And I like used it for 2 weeks thinking it was giving me products and lashes, but it wasn't, because then I went out and I bought the Milk Kush mascara, a mini, and then put it on my eyelashes and was like, holy crap, this gotta go. So I don't know if it's just a formula difference between this and the amethyst. Obviously, they didn't sort out their cruelty-free status, so never purchasing again. But if you do buy from them, the amethyst formula is definitely better and actually gives your lashes the good lash effect. Not this one. Not it, chief. So that took 26 uses. I wish I realized it was kind of bad earlier to get rid of it, but I kind of am on a mascara shortage. So that's another reason I think I continue to try to use it. But yeah, just not it. And now on to everything that's remaining. And we'll go through the order I typically do them. So we have one remaining MAC lipstick. This is LeVeon Rouge. LeVeon Rouge is in my 19, oh my god, in my Nightmare Before Christmas project pan. But I'm nowhere close to finishing it, which was the goal for that project pan. I've used it 16 times since the last update, and I'm just trying to get it to half, so hopefully by the next time you see it, it's smaller than this, which I think will be. Hopefully by the next time you see this update, this lipstick's done, because how long it takes for me to update these. Next is the L'Oreal lipstick in Prince Street Pink. This I really need to start working on. I used this 10 times since the last update. I do really like this color, but it's getting very melty. If you can tell, it's different texture on the side because it keeps going like shifting. Not shifting, but it keeps pushing up against the side of the tube and melting. And it is a pretty color. I think the problem is right now I'm panning so much lipstick, which I definitely need to fix next year, that this, something I used to wear pretty much every single day to school when I didn't, like, it's not gonna happen next semester, but like this semester I had an 8 a.m. I could have threw this on for an 8 a.m. and been fine, but I had to reach for other stuff, so I didn't. So I think that definitely affected the fact that it kind of still looks the same. Next, we're gonna talk about all the single babies. We have the L'Oreal Pink shade. I've only used it 6 times since the last update. I wanted this done since January and have not done it. So, very disappointed in myself from that one. But it's a really crumbly formula, so when I do use it, it does expand and all that. I just forget to reach for that shade. As well as this. This is the Makeup Geek? Nope. Makeup Forever single eyeshadow in M846. Oh my god, it's literally the color of my hair. Perfect. I haven't used this since the last update. I've swatched it since the last update. It does have a lot of hard pan, so I need to start using it, but I forget about it. I have recently cultivated this palette that I'm putting them all in, with like, I put my menagerie shadows because I love reaching for them. I have my remainder of my Modern Renaissance in here, and then most of my Lorac Pro Brunch. So hopefully by the next update it gets more use, because that's sad. Along with this guy, this is the Rainbow Highlighter. I'm gonna have to mix stuff up and put this in, and that's the only way it's really gonna get finished, because that trend died, and I never really even liked that trend, but I just hopped on it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get creative with this, and try to use it up. Next, we have the La Mila palette. Like I said before, this came from Wish. I'm not recommending this for anyone. I've used this 9 times since the last update. I finished off the bronze. The brown shade that was here fell out, and then the black one's been depotted. The white one has a lot of pan. The blue one, the light purple has a big dip. The orange and the light purple, and I think also the white, are all in my 101 project pan. So, wait, no, not the white, because it wouldn't qualify, but the purple, the light purple and the orange are my 101. So, hopefully that inspires more use, and it has. Next, we have my QKI interchangeable palette. This has not gotten that much use. The natural quad has been used once, the pink quad has been used once, and the blue quad has been used once, and I have not touched the cool tones. I put this away for a little bit, and I've been focusing on a video that's going to take me a little hot moment to get ready. So I haven't been using my older palettes, and I've been reaching for my newer ones. So yeah, I need to start. I gotta make sure I put a couple shades of these in my other projects for next year, or else they're not really gonna get used. Just like this guy, the Laura Geller Blush in Chandelier Glow. I haven't used this since the last update. I'm pretty much almost done a Tarte blush. So I'm not too mad that I haven't really worn this because that Tarte blush pisses me off more than the cruelty tag on this blush. This blush is definitely already put in projects for next year. So this will get a lot of use. I'm not too concerned about that. This one, however, has been making great progress. This is the MAC highlighter in Happy Go Dazzling, and there is foundation on it. This is what it currently looks like. I'm starting to not wipe away, but I'm starting to, you know, remove some of the snowflake. I've used this 23 times since the last update. I've had this in my, what's it called? My Nightmare Before Christmas Project Pan. And I've been getting some use out of it. I do have it on today with another highlighter under it. But yeah, I do like this highlighter. I do like that I'm using it, especially around Christmas time. And it was a holiday collection. So that is great and dandy. Now, if you keep tabs with that, I know my usage in that project is sees it 25 times, and I'm currently at 23. Some of the usage in August doesn't count towards that project, so it sucks for me. I'm getting a lot of use out of it, so I don't mind too much. Next, I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear eye pencil. It's a little mini one. I've used this 18 times since the last update. Today I did something different, but normally I've been putting on a Tarte liquid liner and putting this on top because the Tarte liquid liner sucks, but it won't, I haven't used it up yet, so I'm going to continue to use it. But today I put something else on top, but this is a nice eyeliner. Next, this I've gotten a lot of use of. This is the Makeup Forever Lustrous Eyeshadow Palette. I was in a show at my school, and I literally just brought this palette to do my smoky eye. And I've used it 5 times. I think it's a little more than that, but to be honest, I didn't count. But yeah, I really like this. I've used it a lot since then. Oh, I've used it a lot more than 5. My numbers are wrong. My numbers are really wrong because I hit pan in, what shade is this? This is the M322, I believe. So, yeah, my numbers are really off because I hit pan in this. So yeah, I forgot about that. Even though it's a little tiny bit, it still counts. That is a really pretty color, and I have used it as a face highlight too. Next, I have the L'Oreal Life Glows On Illuminating Palette. I've used this 8 times since the last update, and I'm putting 2 of them into projects for next year. I really want to get use out of this because they are pretty, and plus, I just really want this out. I really just don't want it anymore. Next, I have the Lorac Free Spirit Palette. And this also says 5, but I think I've been doing my numbers wrong because as you can see, since the last update, I now have pan in this guy, and I've expanded the pan a lot in this. So I need to reevaluate how I do my numbers for this when it comes to palettes because I know I've used this more than 5, but I think the issue is I'll count these 2 as their own things and not count them as a part of the palette, but for this project, they need to count as a part of the palette. So yeah, this is what this currently looks like. I'm trying to hit the pan up here by the end of the Zodiac project pan that this is in. So it's going great. Next, we have the Lorac Mega Pro for my big messy babe. This has a lot of shadows that are going into 101 pans. Anything with a little heart is going in. Since the last update, I hit pan on Foam, which was recently because it has a heart next to it, and then I hit pan on Raven. I am pretty sure that Moss and Lagoon I hit in the last time you saw this, and then I know Unicorn's the first pan I ever hit in this palette, and Cool Taupe might also be new, and then Cotton's completely done and out. I popped it out, so I think now on when I do finish it, I am going to pop it out because it kind of motivates me more. But yeah, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eyeshadows in this palette still in my 101 pans, and I'm throwing a couple more in to projects next year, and there's still eyeshadows in this that have giant dips from previous projects that I haven't finished yet. So I think this one, even though this is a lot, it's going good. These 2, oh, I really kind of wish I never bought them. This is the Wet n Wild foundations in Porcelain and Shale Ivy. I'm wearing porcelain today for once. I I really regret going and purchasing another one and somehow thinking that this one looked good on me, because I'm kind of just sick of having them. Porcelain I've used 8 times, and Shale Ivory I used 4. Am I going to declutter them? No, because that's not in my nature, but I really need to find something I can mix it with where it's worth it. Yeah, because my foundation today, like, why is it sitting in my scar weird? None of my foundations normally do that, but today it is. So, annoying, but whatever. Next, we have the Wet n Wild Capricorn lip gloss. I've used this 7 times since the last update. I did put this in my roulette pan collab, and I do like it, even though sometimes the flecks of glitter are a little annoying, but it is really pretty. Next, we have my 2 Wet n Wild trios. We have Will You Marina Me, which is this one, and then we have Heart and Heavy. Since the last update, I said that I only used this once, but I know that the pan in the eyelid shade was not there before, so these numbers are also wrong, but I did hit pan there in the Nightmare Before Christmas project, and then this Heart and Heavy's numbers are 0 because I haven't reached for it, and I know that is accurate. Hi, Pepper. So, that is what this currently looks like. I'm pretty sure I have some of these shades thrown into another project for next year. I'm pretty sure. Next, we have the Wet n Wild Air Highlighter. I've used this once since the last update. This is pretty much brand new, and I've just now touched it. As you can see, I touched it right there. It is really pretty. I will be using it more next year, but I just wanted to finish the highlighters I was working on, and like now I'm trying to finish my number goals, so items like that will be pulled in next year. Next, we have the NARS Samples. I have 3 left out of 8, so I used up 2 samples since the last update, which is really rad because I don't want to look at these anymore. These 2 have already been put into a project. The one that's open has not been put into a project, but it's open. So I need to, you know, finish them up. That's almost done. And then the last item is the Wet n Wild Rose Champagne. Technically it's a blush, but I call it a highlighter because it was way too much shimmer. I'm pretty sure this had pan since the last update, and I've only used it once since then. I just haven't been wearing highlighter, like this highlighter, because I've been focusing on the other stuff. And that's pretty much it. Like I've said before, this is a very long project because this is a bunch of items that I just can't whip out right away. Now that these items are getting older, I can put them higher up on my what I need to use up first, and they are getting up there. But yeah, I got pretty much, besides the Wet n Wild foundation, all the complexion products out of the way, which was my main goal. I do wish that MAC lipstick was done, because then it would be like all the original old stuff is gone, but that has not happened yet. So, that is everything. Yeah, I'm not going to set any goals like I normally would for the next update, because the next update's not going to happen until I hit the 8 to 10 empties. So, you won't be seeing this project till then. There will be, in the cards, not the cards, but the end screen at the end of the video, I will put up the playlist. So if you want to go see the original ones where the quality is a little poor, but the intent is there, you can. And yeah, this is how this project's going. And this will probably be updated in like 4 months. So I hope you have an amazing day or night when you're watching this, and peace out, Girl Scout.